abominations that will be done in the midst thereof.
So the men that we looking for, the men that find the abomination that be done on the earth. You understand? So it's like for instance, the things that be going on that's not part of the scriptures. You know how women lay out of place. You know how children lay out of place. You know the things that leaders of this land lay out of place. The things that the world is leaders going on. Being sick of living in the position of this world. The mark is the understanding of the scriptures. Right? These scriptures is the word mark. Maybe it's a translation, right? So the word mark you will find when it's been translated, right? The word mark here, when you go back to the root word, right? It should go back to mark is born. Right? And you start to set a mark upon the mind. You know, put the word.
Yeah, that's the word mark, right? Strong's H8420. Right? The Hebrew word is tawaf. It says desire mark as a sign of acceptance and judgment.
Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Makatadash.
Right? That's what this word is sincerity. Shalom, that's sincere to your family. You know, we have said the Israelites need no much introduction to get the word out to the soul. For blacks and whites and Latinos, children of the scriptures. We need to bring out another lesson on Matthew, John 3:16, right? Because Moses didn't come for everybody, so he come for the Israelites, right? The people that get that.
Yeah, this is John chapter 3, all right, and verse 16. It says, "For the Most High so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life."
Yeah, but this is confusing part of the scripture. A lot of people out believe that the world is talking about this globe, but it's not so. In the sense of the scripture, right, it's talking about a specific nation, right? Yeah, read it again.
John 3 and verse 16, it says, "For the Most High so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life."
Okay, so yeah, whosoever believes in him, whosoever it is, you know,
This is Matthew chapter 10. Yeah, this is Matthew chapter 15 and verse 24. It says, "But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel."
So he that is speaking of who the world is going to refer to as Jesus Christ, is Yahweh. He said he is not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Right? Then Roman chapter. That's chapter 9.
This is Romans chapter 9 and verse 1. It says, "I say the truth in a Mashiach, I lie not."
So the Apostle Paul, right, he from the tribe of Benjamin says the truth in the Mashiach.
I lie not. My conscience also.
Pardon? Oh, this is not true.
Yeah, it says, my conscience also bear me witness in the Holy Spirit that I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart. For I could wish that myself were first from a Mashiach, from my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh.
According to the flesh, right? This is what matter of these churches, right? Of Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, and the rest down. And that's our law.
It says, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory.
So the who are the Israelites, right? The one that he's saying in the truth for Mashiach's sake, right? That he wished was a first of his brethren was who are the Israelites. You know, not who are the world, who are the Israelites, who are breaking up.
It says, who are Israelites, to whom pertain the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of the Most High and the promises.
Yeah, and the promises. You know, Yahweh did give the promise to the Israelites to the kingdom. That's why when you read in Revelation, there's only 12 gates. So if you're not part of the 12 gates, represent 12 tribes. So how these other nations are they going to get into that kingdom? You know, when it was not built for them. Right? The promises of being saved from this little kingdom. You know? We get that chapter 1 verse 68.
It says, whose are the fathers, and of whom, as concerning the flesh, Mashiach came.
Concerning the flesh, in the flesh, the Israelites in the flesh. Mashiach came. Right? Like Yahweh said in Matthew. Right? He's not sent for unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Right? That's unto the soul of last time. That's what it is called today. They're due to the despots and the different captivity they were into.
It says, it says, who is over all, the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, bless him forever. It says, not as though the word of the Most High are taking none effect, but they are not all Israel, which are of Israel.
We have some people that live in Israel. And even of that such, they are not the Most High. So this weekend, for the remnant, it was not far. 4,000. You know? You get the event.
Yeah, this is Isaiah 45 verse 17. It says, but Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed, nor a confounded world without end.
Israel shall be saved. In matter of fact, in chapter 1, verse 16.
Yeah, this is Luke chapter 1 and verse 68. It says, blessed be Yahweh Bashem Yahushai of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people.
His people, right? This is a possessive noun, right? It's possessive. So he's talking like his people, right? What?
It says, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, and hath raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David.
In the house of his servant David, right? What?
As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets.
Yeah, so that's what he's saying over through the ages.
Can.
You know, he called Israel back to the last and still commandment to get them corrected, to show that this word is given unto them.
Can.
Says that he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world begun.
Since the world began. Right? This was the word. This is the word. This was written since from the beginning. Right? Go up to David.
Yeah, this is back in Isaiah 45 and verse 17. It says, but Israel shall be saved in Yahweh with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end.
Israel shall be saved. Right? Israel is that world and it's not about. Right? So with that said, we get to Joel chapter 1. Yeah. You have come to the door, you just understand
Yeah, this is Amos chapter 3. Yeah, Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, hear this word that Yahweh has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which are brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Only have I known of all the families of the earth. Right? There's all these estimates here that's scattered in these lands. You know? That's where our concept of the so-called black American Latinos and the confusion of faces. Because now people be mixing up these nations. The money that we get, right, of the 144,000 is salvation for us. Salvation is going to the Israelites. Right?
It says,
yeah, let's go back to Romans 9. So we will get mixed up some of the things that was promised on the Israel.
this is back in Romans chapter 9. Romans 9 and verse 7. It says, neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children.
Not because they are the seed of Abraham.
Yeah.
This is back in Romans chapter 9 and verse 4. It says, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory.
Who are the Israelites to whom pertaineth the adoption? Right? So get Romans chapter Corinthians 12 and verse.
Yeah, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse yeah, this is 1 Corinthians 6 and verse 20. It says, for ye are bought with a price, therefore glory in your body and in your spirit, which are the Mosai's.
Yeah, which are
the Mosai's.
exactly because the price that you were bought with was the blood of Yahweh, the blood of Yahweh. Right? He's the one that came and died for the Israelites. You know, he's that husband man to the husband tree. You know, so we are the wives of Yahweh. So that price that we bought was with Yahweh getting him to shut down for. Now, so okay, let's see what's up again. And verse 4.
Yeah, this is Hebrews 10 and verse 4. It says, for it is not possible that the blood of bulls and of goats should take away sins.
It's not possible that the blood of bulls and goats should have taken away sin. But what?
It says, wherefore when he cometh into the world, he said, sacrifice and offering thou wouldest not, but the body hast thou prepared me.
Exactly about that. Don't prepare me. It's about nobody was Yahweh Shai. Back to the Roman Shai.
Romans 9 verse 4, it says, who are the Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption, and the glory, and the covenant, and the giving of the law.
Pertain the adoption, the glory, and the covenant. Then it's Psalm chapter 1, verse 7, verse 19. Right? Because the laws was only given to the Israelites. And if you need to get that from Exodus 24. Right? It was only given to the Israelites. Right? And the laws are for covenant. The covenant is go back to the Old Testament or contract. You know, and that was only made between the children of Israel and the Most High, not the other nation. Right? So how does a covenant or these laws that pertain to the Israelites can it be valid or of any use to these other nations?
Yeah, this is Psalms 147 and verse 19. It says, show it his word unto Jacob,
Show it his word unto Jacob.
his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
Statutes and judgments unto Israel.
He had not dealt so.
Unto Israel, not the other nation. Not the Elam, or the Estonian, not the Edomites who are the white, so-called white people. Right? Not the Hamites, no, not the Arabians. They're not sure to answer Israel.
Yeah, it says, he had not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them.
Exactly, they have not known them. But let me get that. Right? They know not the judgment of the Almighty. You know? People they give us 3 verse 3.
Yeah, this is Amos chapter 3 and verse 3. It says, can two walk together except they be agreed?
Exactly. That covenant was agreed on between Israel and the Most High. So how these nations and the Most High is not with these nations? Right? Read it again.
Yeah, Amos 3 verse 3. It says, can two walk together except they be agreed?
Anyway, did I ever get the Isaiah 14? Isaiah 14 verse 14.
Yeah, this is Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 17. It says, all nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing and vanity.
Exactly, they come to him as less than vanity because they were put on the earth. So, right?
Yeah, Romans chapter 9 verse 4 says, who are Israelites, to whom pertain the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law.
The giving of the law. Right here, the Exodus 24.
Yeah, this is Exodus chapter 24 verse 3. It says, and Moses came and told the people all the words of Yahweh and all the judgments, and all the people answered with one voice and said, all the words which Yahweh had said we will do. And Moses wrote all the words of Yahweh and rose up early in the morning and built an altar under the hill, and the 12 pillars according to the 12 tribes of Israel.
So who are these people that was commanded to go and slaughter them? Right? The children of Israel of the 12 tribes of Israel. Right? Some of these people that we got taught in Israel. Go on.
It says, and he sent young men of the children of Israel, right? And he sent young men of the children of Israel, which offered burnt offerings and sacrificed peace offerings of oxen unto Yahweh.
Exactly. So the people that separated, that prepared these offerings, prepared these burnt offerings for the children of Israel. Right? Now the other nation.
It says, and Moses took half of the blood and put it in basins, and half of the blood was sprinkled on the altar. And he took the book of the covenant and read it in the audience of the people. And they said, all that Yahweh had said will be do and be obedient. And Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people and said, behold the blood of the covenant which Yahweh had made with you concerning all these words.
Exactly. So the blood of the covenant which Yahweh has made with you, raised up into the children of Israel. You know? And what did they say after what?
Yeah, it says, 9. It says, then when Moses and Aaron, Nadab, Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel, and they saw the Most High of Israel, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and there was under his feet, as it were, a paved work of a sapphire stone, and as it were the body of heaven in its clearness.
All that Yahweh, right? As said, he will do. That's the point, right? We're going back to the Amos 3. It says, shall two walk together except they agree? The Israelites did agree to do the work of Yahweh, right? And even before, in it again, it was given out to them. Back to Romans. Or we could get the
And if we could add to your act, is the lies will separate Israel from the other 18 nations, from the other 17 nations.
Yeah, let me get up.
7:6. Shalom.
Chapter 7 and verse 6, it says, for thou art a holy people unto Yahweh thy power. Yahweh thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Right? So we are separate people. Right? We are separate people to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. The so-called blacks and red and Latinos and the confusion of faces. Right? You are the true children of this book. Yes, you like. Yeah. Lissandra?
Psalms. This is Psalms chapter 50 and verse 5. It says, gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice.
Those that made a covenant with me by sacrifice. And we just read the account in Exodus day that it was the Israelites. Those. Yeah, there's no way around it. Right?
Going back to Romans chapter 9 and verse 4, it says, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of the Most High and the promises.
Exactly, the promises. The promises the men of the Lord are waiting for is in 4 John chapter 3. Right? Because it's a beautiful thing. One thing that we see of is being in this flesh. You know?
Yeah, this is 1 John chapter 3 and verse 2. It says, beloved, now are we the sons of the Most High, and it does not yet appear what we shall be.
Exactly, it does not appear what we shall be. Right? Be the men on the highways and byways, you know, the teachers look like mere mortal men. But these means that they are blessed. They are angel in sight, hidden in sight.
Alright.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it says, it does not yet appear what we shall be, but we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him.
Exactly. When he shall appear, we shall be like him. And Yahushua said, when he returns, we shall not meet as a man.
Can.
Right?
It says, for we shall see him as he is.
As he is. Right? The creator of the heaven and earth. Right? The first and the last. The Alpha and the Omega.
Can.
Right? King of kings, Lord of lords.
Yeah, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 55. It says, 54. It says, 1 Corinthians 15 and verse 51. It says, behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed in a moment, in a twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. When the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. It says, for the corruptible must put on incorruption, and the mortal, and this mortal must put on immortality.
Immortality, because we are mortal and we are corruptible. Right? So we must put on that incorruptible state and that immortal state. Right? This is the promise that was given. Right? Another promise that was given to the Israelites is the destruction of this kingdom. Right? To get in
We're promised slaves.
how long we get that? That's it.
Genesis 9. And saying, where is the promise of his coming? Yeah, this is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 4. It says, 2 Peter 3 and 3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lust, and say, where is the promise of his coming?
Yeah, where's the promise of his coming? Right? They know not that the Most High, one day is as 1,000 years to him. You know? But these people, they getting weary with the flesh because what? They going and coming. You know, they decay and they die, they come again. Right? Face the judgment, they die, they come again, they face the judgment. It's just like a
saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. Alright? You want to jump? Yeah. Jumping down to verse 9. It says, Yahweh is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness.
Some men count slackness. How the Most High must hold enough, man. He ain't coming for now. You know, but there are certain things within the scripture he also promised that is to happen before his coming. Right?
It says, concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but his long suffering to usward.
Yeah, that you should get yourself right.
Yep.
You know, given that grace time that you should get yourself right. Because when the time comes, you know, when the legislature to share, the child will be like, hey, sorry. You know, now you're looking for rebellion. But he's giving the, he sent his prophet forth.